Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I want to share with you the recipe that I used to make this wonderful, delicious and yummy looking pizza from the scratch. So to make our pizza from the scratch, we're going to start by making our pizza dough. To make our pizza dough, all you need is 1 cup of water, 2 teaspoons of active yeast, and half tablespoon of sugar. After adding the sugar, we are going to mix everything together and let it rest for at least 5 minutes. So after we must have done that, next step we're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour into this, and after adding it, we add a pinch of salt. Then we add 1/8 cup of vegetable oil. After adding it, we're going to take our time to mix everything together until it forms a dough. After it must have formed a dough, we are going to transfer our dough to our work table. Before we transfer our dough to our work table, we are going to sprinkle some flour on the work table so that the dough doesn't stick to the table. If your dough is too watery, feel free to add a little bit of more flour, and if it's too hard, you can add a little bit water to loosen it up. So we transfer our dough to our work table and we'll take our time to knead our dough until we achieve a very smooth consistency. After we must have done this, the next step is to get a plate, and we're going to add some vegetable oil into this plate. We use the vegetable oil to grease the plate. After greasing our plate, we are going to transfer our dough into the plate, and we are going to also add a little bit of more vegetable oil on the surface and grease the dough all around. After greasing our dough, you're going to get a clinch film wrap to cover it up, and we are going to keep it in a warm place and let it sit for at least 1 hour. So this is our clinch film wrap. We're going to cut it up and ensure that our dough is properly covered up. After doing this, we'll set it aside and let it rise. While it's rising, we are going to go ahead to cut up our chicken into our desired sizes. Then we'll go ahead to season it. Use any seasoning of your choice. For this recipe, I added salt, a little bit of curry, chicken seasoning, and of course a little bit of thyme, dried thyme. So after adding it, I mixed up everything together, and next I proceeded to frying my chicken. So I added a little bit of vegetable oil to my frying pan, and I tossed the chicken around for up to 20 minutes until my chicken is well fried. Then I took it off the pan. Next step, I'm going to also add a little bit of some vegetable oil in a pan, and I'm going to fry my chicken sausage for at least 3 minutes. After frying it for 3 minutes, I'll take it off the heat and I set aside. Then we go back to check our dough. Our dough has risen and doubled in size. This is up to 1 hour, and I just touch the middle and transfer it back to my work table. Then I would use a rolling pin to flatten it. After flattening it with a rolling pin, next I'm going to transfer it into our pan. Then I'm going to heat it up for a while. I'll do this on a very low heat so that it doesn't burn. I'll heat up one side of the dough, and after heating it up for at least 5 minutes, I'm going to flip it. Once I flip it, I'm going to turn off the heat. Then I proceed to filling up my pizza. I'll start by applying some tomato sauce or tomato ketchup, whichever one you have available. After applying my tomato sauce, I'm going to get some grated cheese and sprinkle round. Afterwards, I bring in my toasted chicken and I'm going to sprinkle it round. Afterwards, I go in with the chicken sausage. I'm just going to put them all over the top of the pizza. Afterwards, I'm going to add more cheese. After adding the cheese, I'm going to add my green bell pepper. After adding the green bell pepper, I'll also add some onions. After adding the onions, then we are ready to on our gas cooker. At this point, you can actually use your oven or whatever for your pizza. For this video, I made use of my gas cooker, so this is like the cooking method. So I made sure I covered it, and after 5 to 10 minutes, our pizza is ready. So you go ahead and serve your pizza and enjoy your yummy pizza. This pizza was so yummy. I trust you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. Bye.